up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. So today is a little bit different. So lately I've been reading a lot of Stoic books. That's been my thing lately. And, it's kind of had a positive effect, so I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. So lately I've been reading a lot of Stoic philosophy books, like Marcus Aurelius, some Plato. And what I've kind of been experimenting with is just seeing how well that implements into my life and see what's kind of been working. So, I just kind of want to share 5 things that have really kind of helped me kind of implement more of a Stoic lifestyle into my day. So, first, what is Stoicism? So, Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that emphasizes rationality and then self-control. So, it's a way to push yourself back from what you're looking at and to be able to dissect things just to make sure that you are doing things the correct way. The first thing that has really benefited me is improved mental sharpness and just all-around resilience. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is being able to be mentally sharp and able to control your emotions. So this is really helpful. Obviously, I'm in sales, so I do end with a lot of no's and a lot of pain on the phone, and being able to also come back from all of those and just know that that's just part of the process. It's not going to be great all the time, because if it was, everybody would do it. But it's a great way to step back from the situation in order to know that I'm still on the right path and that I'm not doing anything wrong. So the next one, it can reduce stress and anxiety. So obviously, I'm not a very anxious person, but it can be very stressful doing what I'm doing. Just being able to know that that's just normal is a great way to break things down, just to know that you should have some stress and you could probably be a little bit anxious. If you're going on the right path, it's just something that happens. So it's important to detach yourself just to know that that is the reason and that is okay. So the next one is just a greater clarity and focus, right? A lot of times we're stuck in a situation where we're thinking about, how am I going to get to A to Z, when all we need to focus on is how to get to A and B. So this is a great way to help reduce that and think of it in a longer picture, because a lot of us overestimate what we can achieve in a year, but we drastically underestimate what we can reach in 5. So the ability to step back and just be able to focus on doing the right things and knowing that you're going to be on the right path is huge. And it also helps to have more clarity, just because you know that you're going the right direction. If it takes a little bit longer, it's not that big of a deal and it's less stressful to think about. So the next one is going to be improved relationships. So this one is one of those that it's obviously harder when you're an entrepreneur to just be able to spend time with everybody and be able to manage all of that, because everybody wants your time. The problem is your time is dedicated to your craft. So this has really been good because it's a great way to make it very apparent. If you're out there spending time with your family knows that that's very important to you. And the same thing with your friends. There's a big shift when you drop those low-level relationships to just focus on the only ones that actually matter, right? Your close friends, your close family, and the people who are helping you get to where you want to go. So it's all around a positive environment. You're just cutting out the portions of your life that aren't necessarily helping you. And it's not that you're being mean, it's just that you have somewhere to go and they're just not quite there yet. They could come along, but you can't sit there waiting on everybody. The final one is just improved gratitude. This one's really one that you have to work on a lot, because a lot of times we get caught up in kind of what we're doing and not so much what has to be done. So what do I mean by this? So when you're looking at, you want to appreciate being in the moment more rather than focusing on every other thing around it. So when you're on the phone doing work and you're working all day, there's a lot of people that don't even have that opportunity to be able to do that. So being able to shift that frame of like, crap, I got to be at work, to, I wouldn't be doing anything else, right? So really appreciating that, this is what you're doing and you're doing it for a reason. So it helps you kind of enjoy the moment more, while the work isn't the most fun thing in the world, the result is most of the time what we're chasing. But learning to just enjoy the work that goes to the result, it allows you to shift and figure out, hey, I actually do enjoy doing this. So if I enjoy it, I'm going to do it even more. As we get better and better at practicing more of a Stoic philosophy, it allows us to detach from, more so our feelings that aren't needed, and we can focus on where we actually want to go. So it allows us to better our relationships. It allows us to better ourselves in business. It allows us to focus on what is important in our lives in order to succeed. So those are some of the things that I've found has been working really well for me within at least the past month of just going through sales, doing the thing. But it has really benefited me in order to help increase my sales as well as enjoy it more, because the hard part is a lot of people, they get bogged down in sales because you get a lot of no's. But if